Hey, my fellow brothers and sisters in Christ, this is Barry Dean with the Association of Catholic Coaches and Athletes. Thank you for stopping by and checking out the weekly spiritual workout. The format is as follows. You will see the upcoming Sunday readings first, with the meditation for the Word Among Us in print. Then you'll see a priest with a 2.5 minute or less video reflecting on the upcoming Sunday readings with an athletic message in it. Then you'll see a 2.5 minute video or less of a coach or athlete giving a testimonial on a part of the faith that really inspires them. And then in print, you will see a "Where is it in the Bible" section with a catechism reference if it applies. My recommendation to use this, if you're a coach or athlete at a school, to get a group of you together. I know it's uncommon for us Catholics sometimes to get together with faith stuff, but to read the readings, someone read the readings and the meditation. It's a great conversation starter. You don't need a master's degree to understand it and start a great conversation. And then watch the two videos to better prepare us for Mass and inspire us by the coach or athlete's testimonial. Then read out loud the "Where is in the Bible" section. And I urge you to do this at night, sometime during the week with your families on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday night. The same when you're at your school on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday morning, to get everybody together. And then, of course, if you're an individual, just obviously benefit yourself by doing it. If you like this, copy and paste it and text it to your friends. If I can help you, assist you in any way, and or put you on my mass text and email list, text me at 334-676-0434, and I'll add you to my list. I'll give you a call if you need to talk to me. Hey, God bless you on your faith journey, and I'm here to help any way I can.
One year when I played rec league baseball in elementary school, my coach was very good at teaching the game to a bunch of kids who, at best, were the bad news bears. I think he liked teaching skills as much as he liked winning. It came as no surprise when we made it to the championship that year, but it came as a surprise to me that at the end of that year, I was a much better baseball player than I was before I had crossed paths with him. His son also played on the team. I didn't know the kid. He had gone to a different school than the rest of us, but I do remember that he was a mirror image of his father, minus about 30 years. Like his dad, he was a superb athlete. And also like his dad, he was really good at teaching the game. He was patient. His instructions were clear. He had a good mind for strategy, and he really enjoyed the game. Although there was an assistant coach, Coach also asked his son to lead skills practice with some of us as well. At first, we were a little irritated by this. He was a kid just like us. What did he know? But he was so good at the game, and he was such a nice guy that we took to him pretty fast. And after a few weeks, it just felt normal to listen to him. This, I think, is what's going on in Sunday's gospel reading. The Son has joined us to communicate the Father's commandments and the Father's vision for humanity. He and God are so close that when God looks at him, he sees his Son. Jesus knows everything that the Father knows, and he knows everything we need to do, and he's ready to tell us. Unlike my coach and his son, however, the people who saw Jesus could not immediately see how much he resembled his Father. The Transfiguration is one of the ways that God made that clear. The resurrection and Pentecost were another. In the Transfiguration, God let the closest of the apostles see Jesus' face transfigured and full of light. All these clues helped the disciples, who knew their scriptures well, to recognize Jesus as more than just a carpenter, but as the Son of God, in whom they should always place their faith.
When I think of part of the faith that has really inspired me during these high school years of my life, the first thing that comes to mind is Eucharistic adoration for me. And I have trouble like when I'm at home or just anywhere else, like really gathering my thoughts when I start prayer. But like when it seems like whenever I go in like adoration, I just think like clearly, you know? And luckily for me, my school had like Eucharistic adoration like almost every Friday. And I tried to go as often as I could. And I feel like the more and more I went, like I was able to like live out my faith, or my prayer life at home like really became like it really excelled, you know. And I can remember this one time where we had like all night adoration, and I stood there for about an hour and a half, and I just stood at Jesus. I really didn't think about it. Like there's nothing go through my mind except like Jesus, you know. I remember just coming out of there and like my heart was just like on fire for Jesus. Like you just have this feeling, trust me, you'll know when you get it. But like I just remember this feeling. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for Jesus, you know, and like I just like my prayer life and everything really excelled after that, and my faith. So I just really recommend just doing Eucharist adoration. And there's also another thing a priest said to me is this, like you're like discerning your vocation or anything. He said, if you want to discern your vocation, like whatever it be, just get in front of the Eucharist. So I'd highly recommend just going to Eucharist adoration. It's really simple to do, and it's like peace and quiet. It's just awesome.
Cause when the music fades and all is stripped away, and I simply come